Hello, everybody, and welcome to Finding the Solution. Another podcast, another episode. Um, Today, it's getting a bit real today, and I went and spoke in the British Business Awards a couple of days ago, and it was funny how on the way there, you'd have that imposter syndrome, you'd have the head telling you don't deserve to be there. Um, you're not supposed to be doing this stuff. And I thought about the podcast, and I thought about all the other stuff I do. Um, and I walked in there with a big smile on my face. So the only person who can steal my peace is me. And it's important to know that. But I still do suffer with mental health on a daily basis. My head can stop me from doing stuff at any given moment, and I have to face that fear with courage. Um, but today, I'm going to introduce you to a couple of very important people in my life. I'm going to introduce you to Gordon and Steve. So, about 20 weeks ago, I took a phone call off Steve, and I'll let Steve explain that a bit better in a bit. And was asked to go on a radio station. Did I want a slot on a radio station? Now, I'm going to be totally honest. I'd never done anything like this before. I'd never podcast. I'd never done any radio. And that imposter syndrome, that no, you shouldn't be doing that stuff, was all over me. So I said, yeah. And I pushed through the fear. And today, we are absolutely thriving as a show. We're growing. For anybody who doesn't know, it's called The Blind Truth. It's on Dreamcatcher Radio. I play Friday 4 till 6. It's repeated on Sunday 2 till 4, and then repeated on a Wednesday 4 till 6. We're getting really, really good numbers for the show, and the numbers are gone through the roof for people listening on a monthly basis. So yeah, anyone who follows me podcast, come and listen to Dreamcatcher Radio. Come and join in. But I am Ray Clements, and I am the presenter of Blind Truth at Dreamcatcher Radio. And I'm going to introduce you to the team now. Thank you.
Hi, yes, so I'm Gordon, Ray's trusted assistant. Yes, I've been helping Ray for a while. We met during doing a housing campaign in Liverpool called Help House Everyone in Liverpool Properly. And we're campaigning for more social homes in the city. It's in absolute dire need. There's a massive waiting list. It's affecting people's health, affecting people's outcomes in a whole myriad of ways, and actually costing the taxpayer a whole lot of money, which does need to happen. So that's how we met. Both got experiences of the housing crisis. Through that, though, Ray started his Finding the Solution CIC, or it's I think it's a charity now, isn't it? Ray will correct me. And started his podcast. So with a bit of technical knowledge and stuff, started helping Ray with that. And he also got asked to do the Dreamcatcher Radio show, which is obviously what this podcast is about. So I've done a few little bits and bobs in the past myself. Been a DJ for years, playing hardcore and techno, which obviously not appropriate for Dreamcatcher Radio yet. I don't know, unless you want to start having massive raves. But yeah, I did actually have some other experience. Did a dementia-friendly radio for a friend of mine who he's got a station called Merseyside Dementia-Friendly Radio. So during lockdown, when all the clubs were shut, I actually took on a show playing mainly 60s and 70s music for people who are struggling with the memory. Because obviously music's amazing for bringing back memories. So obviously that was during lockdown, so I had the time to commit to such a, because it was quite a lot of work that putting it all together, because there's a lot of research involved. But since then, not really done a lot of DJing and stuff. So Ray asking me to help him with the radio show was great. Really enjoy doing the quiz every week. Love having the music knowledge tested, and just love going through different tunes. I mean, I'm not obviously massively into a lot of mainstream kind of pop music, but it still has a place for me because it's all like, it's to do with like the time and things like that when it came out, the production styles, lots of things like that. So yeah, it's been a great joy helping Ray, and we've got better and better at what we do, because obviously it's a different way of, I'm not like, my background's more audio things, doing videos, quite new to me. It's just got cutting and pasting, but yeah, So it's me who cuts and pastes the podcast together. So it's getting a little bit better every time, I hope, and it'll continue to improve. But yeah, nice to meet you guys.
Hi guys, my name's Steve Little and I am the station manager of Dreamcatcher Radio, the fastest growing radio station on the internet. Yeah, the station formed, or it launched in May of this year, and we've done really, really well. 16,000 listeners a month.
Cool.
Oh yeah, it's all
Cool.
good.
Cool. Right. So everybody, this is Steve Little, and I'm Ray Clements. So you think you all may know me now, but Steve, lovely to have you on the podcast. First of all,
Thank you for inviting me, mate. I'm honoured. I'm honoured.
I think it's about time people on the podcast and maybe people on Dreamcatcher realise that I do both.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want to start off how I managed to end up on Dreamcatcher Radio.
Do you know what? Honestly, do you want me to tell the story?
Yes, please. I think it's better
I'll tell you
coming
what it
from
was.
you.
We were like busying around trying to get new presenters and everything so that we could do the launch and all the rest of it. I mean, I've been involved with radio for over 30 years, and I got the opportunity to start the station and manage it, which was brilliant. And I got a load of people. Some of the guys I already knew, and they came along and they said, "Yeah, we'd love to do it." And then, we had a couple of people, and then it was so difficult at the beginning. There was all kinds of technical problems and everything else, and it was really stressful. And then there was another guy called Ray who started with us, right? And there was an issue, and I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna have to message him. So I sent a message or a voice message, can't remember what it was, and I sent it, and I never heard anything from him. I'm thinking, what the hell's going on? And I get this message back. Hi, Steve, this is Ray. I don't think you were meant to send me that message. And I was like, who's this? Or maybe you said that, who's this, or something else. I can't remember. And I said, it's Steve Little. And he went, yeah, Becky's dad. And I went, yeah. I said, who are you? And then you'd explained who you were, and I was like, oh my God, I couldn't believe it. And then out of the blue, I just went, how do you fancy doing a radio show?
Yeah, and I remember you asking me, and I was just, I was like, and through working a 12-step program, I try not to say no to things because that's what I've done all my life. So
yeah.
I thought for a little second, and I said yes. And then it hit me that I'd said I'll do the radio, which I'd never done before.
It was really weird, really, really weird. And I don't believe in coincidence, because I knew you, strangely enough, through Becky, my daughter, who was in recovery. Yeah. And that's how I had your number.
Yeah.
And it's like, I thought, do you know what? This is definitely meant to be this. Definitely meant to be. It was weird.
And as you said at the very beginning, obviously I'm registered blind, and at the very beginning, we were trying to set it up for me to go online and go live, and we just had whether it was my side or your side, we don't know, but we finally got there, didn't we? We finally got there.
It took a couple of weeks. You weren't the only one. There was quite a few, and I mean, bear in mind, I'm managing the station. I've never managed a station in my life, although I've been a presenter, and we were just hitting so many technical issues.
You're a better manager.
Thanks, Ray. I'll take that as a compliment. You've got to be a scouser to understand that, lad.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, some people would disagree. Some people would disagree.
Everything's with a smile with me, mate. So
yeah. No, but that was good. That certainly took the wind up your sails. But yeah, we just had loads of problems at the beginning, and it was going on and on and on, and we were getting really frustrated. And the guy who owns the radio station, who asked me to start it, he was getting really frustrated. Do you know what I mean? And then it took us a while. We got it sorted out, and it's literally flying now, mate. Your show is a very, very popular show, I've got to say.
Yeah, the blind truth. The blind truth. I mean, obviously, guys, I will introduce. You'll have already met the team at the beginning of the podcast. And I'm very grateful for Gordon alongside me, because without Gordon and without you, I couldn't do this. It's funny because I've constantly got ideas in my head now about what I can play on the show.
Yeah.
We've done Chip Advisor, and Chip Advisor's it's been all around the country now. TripAdvisor. It's
I
been
know it's taken off, that, isn't it?
Scotland, Amsterdam. Yeah, so
St.
we're going to take
Helens.
that worldwide.
Interesting challenge, lad.
No, tell you. And you'd also, I think you should get a discount in your local chippy.
Yeah,
It's funny because even when I still ask people to do TripAdvisor, and I'll send them a message and I say, right, and they go, "Did you say chip?"
yeah,
I'm like, "Get your local chippy." But it's.
yeah,
I was talking to somebody the other day, and they don't understand that all our local chippies have Chinese in them.
yeah,
They were blown away when I was explaining that. They were like, "Why would you do that?" I was like,
yeah.
"Why wouldn't
Yeah,
you?"
it's weird, isn't it? Well, up in Scotland, it's just it's a bare chippy, isn't it? If you want a Chinese,
Yeah,
you have to go to the Chinese restaurant, don't you? So
yeah.
really
So,
weird.
but yeah, as you were saying, the radio show has grown.
Yeah,
I mean, I was blown away last week when you was telling me figures. Um, I just do this. I love to give back. I'm very
mm,
open and honest within the program.
yeah,
And it's just a wonderful way. I was saying this the other day. I get to speak my mind and my honesty
mm,
because obviously I'm blind and I like to tell the truth, and that's why we called it Blind Truth.
yeah, yeah.
Um, so I get to tell me honesty, but I also get to pick songs that I like.
I
I
know. Yeah,
mean,
you pick some amazing songs, mate.
mate, I'll be honest with you now. I can't. I hear like a song in a lift now, or in like Lewis's or
Yeah,
somewhere, and I'm like,
yeah,
Google, like pressing the mic. Who plays this?
yeah,
I
yeah,
was actually
yeah.
in a taxi on the way home from Carlisle the other day when the train was cancelled, and I stole
Oh
about
man.
five of his songs he was playing in the background. It was Google, and then I was like, I don't know who that is, but I can find out. Um,
Yeah,
but yeah, what other? Do you want to tell us a bit more about not just Dreamcatcher, a little bit about yourself, Steve?
yeah. I've had a very mixed life, I suppose. But I was a clergyman once. I was actually a clergyman, but like good old scousers, when I found out you had to work more than a Sunday, I was like, hang on a minute, you're going to pay all this money, give me a free house, and I'm going to go work 1 day a week. I'm in for that. And then I realised it was like 24/7, 7 days a week. Um, and I enjoyed that. I was a prison chaplain as well, which I really enjoyed. Like, and being a scouser as well, I think it helps because it's that humour. And you sort of carry a bit of authority when you're a scouser, don't you?
Yeah,
And I got a lot of respect from the guys inside, which I loved, and it was good. I enjoyed doing that. That was the one thing I missed more than anything. And yeah, I've just done all kinds of different things. I've been a nurse. I was a vicar. I've done security. I worked in the post office. And one of these days, I'll find a job that I really like.
you're a manager of a radio station. You're really, really good at that. Honest. Do you know what? I think a lot of scousers are a jack of all trades and a master of none, aren't we?
Yeah,
Because I was looking back the other day, and I've been a taxi driver, forklift driver. I've owned pubs. Yeah, I've done so many
yeah,
mad jobs. But you
yeah.
know
It's
what?
crazy, isn't it?
Since I've started doing this radio, I really, really, it lights me up.
Yeah. You can
Sometimes you
tell
just
that,
have to.
you can tell because, like you just said, the blind truth. You're truthful about it. You're very open. You're a really likable guy, and it adds so much to the show that people are attracted to it. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, and obviously I'm gonna push this on my podcast, the Dreamcatcher Radio, and vice versa. Hopefully, Dreamcatcher push this podcast as well.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely.
And I was already thinking as well in the background we can do a podcast around all the presenters as well. I
Yeah,
think there's an
cool.
opportunity to really push this and do little clips of each presenter,
Yeah,
and then we can put them in order of merit. Then, do you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. I'll be at the bottom. Don't worry.
Like the DJ Olympics, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'll tell you the good guy to have a chat with, and I'm sure he'd love to have a chat with you as well because I know he listens to your show. Is Dave Hughes? Dave
Yes.
is 86, man, and he's like he's still going strong. He's incredible, and
But
his show.
do you know what was funny? He sent me a birthday message and I added him. I sent him a couple of more messages and then I was like, I don't even know who this guy is.
Yeah, he's a
And
good guy.
he shared a story on his WhatsApp before, and it was with headphones on, and I knew exactly who it was straight
Yeah,
away. And I was
yeah,
like, oh,
so that, yeah,
cool, cool.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's a
Um,
good guy.
yeah. he's full of life, isn't he, Dave?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he does the mid morning breakfast show. We now call it Yoz's mid morning breakfast show. And he just tells loads of stories. He's a bit like you. He tells stories, but he talks about experiences. Do you know what I mean? And people love that. Do you know?
Well, life experiences are the greatest lessons you'll ever learn.
Yeah, yeah.
I think, you know, I was in London last week and spoke in front of 1,000 people, and you know, I had that imposter syndrome. I had my head telling me that I shouldn't be there and I'm not worth that. And then I just thought, I bring something to this room that none of these have probably got. And it was lived experience. And I sat next to a guy called John, and I shared about this on the radio, but he was posh. He was like one of them posh people that posh people probably look up to. I said to him, I said, if you go in Google Translate, it's probably got Scouse, you'll be able to understand what I'm saying. He just looked at me. He just looked at me, and I said, you know, you are really posh, you know. And he was, and but we got on like a house on fire. And I think you deserve to be, you know, we're exactly where we're meant to be, aren't we? Yeah. I think we put so much pressure on ourselves. We're the only ones who can steal our own peace, and we're really good at that. And I think the blind truth will always be honest and open about that, like where I'm at. How much work and effort I have to put into myself on a daily basis. And I try and push that positivity out there to many others. I know Bradley's playing the morning messages now, I think, on the Facebook, is it?
They go onto TikTok, but at every breakfast show that I do, I put one out anyway. And I have done since I started doing it. And it's brilliant because I look forward to getting those messages, you know. And sometimes they hit hard. They hit hard, and you think, okay, thanks, Ray. I'm going to sort that out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just a little word of inspiration that you use. I mean, the one I used on Wednesday was action. Do you remember you sent one out about action? And I thought, you know what, flipping it. And when I come off, I was like, right, what's my plan of action for today? Yeah. And it was amazing. Just those few words.
Yeah. Because, you know, listen, I spent so much of my life waiting for people to do everything for me.
Yeah.
And I remember speaking to a guy who was like 30 odd years clean, and he said to me, you're not entitled to anything in this world. If you want anything, you'll have to work for it. He said, and that starts with your recovery. And it struck home really hard, that for me. But it was also something that you'd have to look at yourself and go, I sat there waiting for people to come to me. Bring me jobs, bring me opportunities. Doesn't work that way, does it?
No,
not unless you have your own Steve Little, do you know what I mean? He just rings you out the blue and offers you offers you a chance to be on the radio.
Yeah.
But is there any...
Here's a question for you, because you're a very wise man. You're a man of the world. Why is it whenever you ring a wrong number, they always answer?
Because they get a signal as well.
No, I know, but if you think about it,
yes.
Why is it never engaged?
Why? I know, but do you remember then? Do you remember your mum maybe when they first got the phone fitted and the phone would ring and they go, I wonder who that is?
Yeah.
And you go, you've got to pick it up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all that is when a phone number comes in and you don't know who it is, that's just going back to the old times, isn't it? Really?
Yeah. But if I don't know the number, I won't answer it.
Won't you?
No.
Oh, I love answering. So bless her. My mum's gone now, but my mum had Alzheimer's, and I used to love giving my mum the phone. Do you know when them cold callers would ring, like the surveys and stuff?
Yeah.
So I'd just give my mum the phone and she'd talk to them for 45, 50 minutes, you know what I mean? She'd be having a whale of a time. And I think to myself, that survey's not going to be right. I can tell you that now, do you know? But my mum just loved to chat too. I think that's inbred. It's inbred within Scoucers for me. We're always helpful. We're very open. We're very honest. We wear our heart on our sleeve, don't we?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Do you know what? Honestly, I think we've got a very wicked sense of humour in Liverpool. Very wicked sense of humour. To the point where people would think that we're absolutely nuts. I mean, I'm 66 now, right? And I still would go out with my Sky remote, going past people's houses and pressing the button and stuff to switch to... Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
because it's
Yes.
it's just a good laugh. When I lived on Aintree Lane, quite a few years back now, I used to stand on at the front of me, the garden with a hairdryer. And when a car was coming up, I'd lift the hairdryer up and he'd slam on because they think it was a speed trap. Do you know what I mean? And I'd just walk back in the house. I mean, just stupid things. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Just to have a laugh.
Oh, mate,
I think
yeah.
it's inherent in being Scouse. We've got a
I
sense of humour.
Yeah, I've got a wicked set, but I have to be careful, me, because as soon as someone says a joke, my brain's already made 10 jokes from that one,
Yeah, yeah,
and
yeah,
some of them should never ever be said.
yeah,
Do you know what I mean? So you have
yeah.
to like sort of sort through them and then pick the ones you can say.
Yeah, I
Um,
think you must
but
have been in the same queue as me when God gave out filters.
oh, mate, he didn't give me one.
No, he didn't give me one either.
I think that's why I smoked at an early age. I smoked a Regal filter, so that didn't work either.
Do you know what? I can't believe how much they cost. It's like
No,
£15 per packet.
listen. I'm not being funny, but I remember when a Freddo was 10 pence. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I often go to the Aldi now, and I think I shouldn't really be wearing a balaclava when I go to the Aldi, but it's just the prices have gone that high, so it's just what you've
yeah.
got to do, isn't it?
I can't believe it. Do you know what, mate? Honest to God, the first when I turned 18, this is the God's honest truth. I went out with £3 in my pocket. I had 4 pints, and I had curry rice and chips on the way home for £4. You can't even buy a pint for £4 now, can you?
No, no,
They were the
not
good
unless
old days. They were the
yeah, the
good
good
old days.
old. Yeah. Listen, I'm not that old, but I'm not far off. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm only 13 years behind you. So, but what plans have you, or have you got any new plans? I know you do lots of work in the background, and I know maybe mention the charities you's back as well, because I know you do lots of wonderful work at Dreamcatcher Radio in the background as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, the ones we support are obviously. What's your charity called?
Or finding a solution.
Finding a Solution, yeah, which should be on the website. If I'll have to double check that. And we support another small independent charity. It's a personal friend of mine. I'll be honest about it.
Yeah,
It's been going for 20 years, and they've lived hand to mouth for 20 years. But the impact and um, that they've had with the educational system, and people have actually gone on to good things.
yeah.
So we're supporting that as well. So we've had a couple of dues for that. We've got a big weekend festival coming up for our first birthday in May next year in
Ooh,
Rainford.
in
Yeah,
Rainford. That's
yeah.
not far from me, is it?
No, no. And there's going to be a big, you can camp out and all that kind of stuff. You can get up to 100 tents on there. And
Oh,
we're
I'm in.
going to do a huge event over the whole weekend. Fingers crossed, we may have the Christians coming to open it, but, keep your fingers crossed with that.
Oh, the Christians drummer. His brother lives next door to me.
Get off. Get
How,
away.
how weird is that? How
Well, do
weird
you know
is
what?
that?
It's Alan Todd knows the lead singer.
Oh, right. Well,
And that's
Duke is my next door neighbour, one of the Dukes.
oh, cool. Oh, well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
And yeah, so what we're trying to do as well, if we can, but we doubt we can, but we are trying, and we've started the process, is to get Rick Astley along as well, because he's he's from this
Oh,
area.
you'll be lucky. You'll be so lucky,
I
innit?
know. No, that's Kylie.
Oh, is it? What
Yeah.
did he sing then? It shows I've got taste. And by the way, to all the viewers, if you do listen to The Blind Truth, I do make a promise I'll never play Rick Astley. That's a promise, by the way. That's live.
I think I'm playing one tomorrow. I think I'm playing the
Steve,
Rick Astley
Steve,
tomorrow.
that's why I said to you, you're a really good manager.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean that's a big event that we've got coming up. There's a couple of things coming up for special shows as well. There's one talking about mental health, and there's 5 of us on that. There's myself, there's Brad, there's Lisa King, and there's Kim and Carl from the Men's Retreat. We're talking about life experiences and stuff, and about mental health and sharing our experiences.
Yeah.
I don't even know where that came from. I just know I got a phone
I
call.
would, if there's any space, throw my name in the hat.
Well,
Where's he
what
gone?
we're intending to do is, I'm here. I dropped my vape.
You dropped your puppet, didn't you?
I dropped my puffer. Yeah, my other puff is the one that keeps my heart going, but we won't go into that. Right. Yeah, it was a one-off, and what we're trying to do, especially over Christmas, and any advice you can give us on this, we'd very much appreciate it. Is I've been in touch with the government office, for advertising and stuff, about just like adverts, about drink driving and domestic violence, because it all increases this time of year, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So the purpose behind it is so that we can make awareness, because on our website we've got a link page, and it links all of the charities, for like the homeless, for veterans, domestic violence, drug abuse, and all the rest of it. And we just want to highlight it so people know where to turn to. And I know, a lot of the big radio stations do all that kind of stuff as well. But what we've got on Dreamcatcher Radio is we've got a plethora of presenters, and I include you in this, who have had that experience and have also got advice to give to people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Most definitely. I openly speak a lot around my mental health. I stayed in temporary accommodation. I suffered with drug and alcohol addiction for 30 odd years. And then when I started to go blind, I thought going blind was the one that had the impact on my mental health. I'd been mad as a box of frogs for about 25 years, you know what I mean? So I do look at my cane as a sort of allows me to see clearly. I know it doesn't make any sense, but it allowed me to see clearly. And I've sat with psychiatrists, I've sat with mental health workers. And you know what? I think the biggest piece of advice I give everyone is don't be afraid to be open and honest. I think your vulnerabilities are your greatest weapon. I quite openly tell people now, I've done an event in London, and I struggle to sleep in a hotel if I'm on my own. And that's through staying in temporary accommodation. And the impact it's had on me, it's like I close the door and it's like I'm full of fear. And I'm dead jolly, and like, and then I shut the door, and then it's like that darkness falls on you. But, there's so many people out there. I think men just need to grow. It's funny, isn't it? As a man, I'll go on the grass and let's have a fisticuffs. But then if I ask you how you're feeling, that's, oh God, no, please don't ask me that stuff. And I think there's some barriers for us to smash. And I think the radio station does that really well. I am just going to keep talking around mental health on my show, and around addiction, and around how you move forward, around starting your day off in the right way. Meditation is just a wonderful, wonderful gift. And I often say this to people, but men will spend 3 hours in the gym making the body look amazing, but then look in the mirror and beat themselves to pieces. If you spend 10 minutes a day doing some help work on your brain, which is meditation, you will be in a much better mental state.
Yeah, that's right. Because but I know Becky does meditation every day as well. So, and do you know what? I mean, between you and her, it's inspired me to do stuff as well, because I've had a bit of a health scare and stuff over the past few months, and I had myself dead and buried. Do you know what I mean? But. And I mean, I was talking to you, and you genuinely offered, look, Steve, if you need to talk or just have a moan, and it was genuine. And fellas need that. They need it with a guy that they know isn't going to be airy-fairy with them. And I'm not being disrespectful, do you know what I mean, to airy-fairy fellas, but, the likes of yourself, the likes of me, we've been through the mill with loads and loads of different things, and we've got life experience, and we can share that experience, because you can't take that away from anybody. Do you know what I mean?
I think the most important thing is being truthful to each other, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
If I phone you because I'm struggling, the last thing I need you to do is to stroke my ego.
Yeah.
Last thing I need you to do is to feel sorry for me.
Yeah.
For me, it's like some of the guys who are sponsored call me the Gestapo. And they can call me the spiritual Gestapo, and I'm like, what? But they say that there's no holds barred with you. I say to people, I feel very isolated. Well, get up and get out then. Do you know what I mean? Or I haven't spoke to me brother for years. Give him a message or ring him. Because you never know what happens tomorrow. We've only got today. Tomorrow's a mystery. Yesterday is history. The real present is today, isn't it?
Today, yeah. I love that.
But I would just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart, because I don't think you quite know what the radio's given me. It's given me, obviously, I'm podcasting in the background. I've opened a CIC non-profit, and
Mm.
the radio just brings them all together. It's given me confidence.
Mm.
It's something new which I never thought I'd do.
Mm.
I absolutely adore it. I adore you as a friend as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, the thing for me, and this isn't stroking your ego, I can tell you quite sincerely that you are very much respected by all the other presenters,
Thank you, thank you.
and they
And
really do
they are
respect
by me as well, because
you. Yeah, yeah,
I think it's got to be a team, hasn't it?
yeah,
We have to stick together. We're stronger as a unit. I think unity lives in community, and I think Dreamcatcher has a lovely community, doesn't it?
yeah. It does. It does. And if you think about the different programs that we do, I mean, we've got a specialist program for veterans as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that we've got that one for veterans. We've got Brothers who does, like, where there's been an injustice, like a criminal injustice or whatever. He really goes in. He's like a dog with a bone. We've got Alan Todd who does a really good show about, the golden years, and you've got to guess. You've got Marcel comes on every morning and cheers everybody up. It's just amazing. We've even got a jazz show, and Nigel, he's got a very soft voice.
I've
But
got for jazz, Steve.
hey,
You've got to for jazz.
yeah, I think that's probably what it is. But and so, I mean, everybody's brilliant. We've got somebody that comes on and does angel readings, and she does crystals and all that kind of stuff. You've got Lisa, who is a self-confessed selfologist. We've got Kim and Carl from the Manse Retreat, and it's the Manse, what is it, the Manse theory that they use as well about facing up to issues. We've got you doing the Blind Truth, and yet we've got all these other shows in between. We've got Lynn. Have you met Lynn yet?
Don't think so.
Loose
I'm
Lady.
terrible with faces, aren't I? Since I went blind, so I don't really know.
Do you know what? Honestly, I'm going to have to introduce you to Lynn. She is as mad as a box of frogs as well, but
I probably
she
will.
is so bubbly. Honestly, it's incredible. So, if I've missed anybody out, please forgive me. I mean,
I did go on a show, Toilet Talk. Is it the two girls?
With Kayla and Kaz, yeah.
Yeah, that was quite fun.
Yeah, well, we've had to put that down to 10 o'clock at night now.
Yeah, I wonder why.
It's there's no holds barred in it. It's the only show on Dreamcatcher Radio that carries a parental guidance warning.
Oh God, love it.
Yeah, so and we've got like mix shows, music mix shows. It's just incredible what we've got, mate, and we're so lucky to have presenters like that.
So, Steve, how can people find Dreamcatcher Radio? We're going to put some little adverts on this and throughout this podcast. But for anyone who's visually impaired or anyone who struggles with other stuff, do you want to tell them how to get it on their Alexa? How do they get the Dreamcatcher? How do they find it?
Yeah, okay. If you go onto your phone and go into apps, and you put in, if you click on the Alexa app, it'll ask you to put in Dreamcatcher Radio. You'll see it, and then go down to the section that says "See More." You click on it, and it'll give you. I mean, there's a couple of like Dreamcatcher things, but it'll clearly say Dreamcatcher Radio. Click on that. Click on Launch. Tell them which device you want to play it on, and it'll just start playing it. And then when you want to listen to Dreamcatcher Radio, it's just Alexa play DCR, and it'll start playing it. So,
yeah.
And then if you want to go on the website,
yep,
because you can listen in via the website as well, it's www.dreamcatcherradio.co.uk. And once the page comes up, if you scroll down a little bit, you see like a little red oblong, and it just says "Listen now." Just click on it, and it'll start playing it.
Absolutely amazing.
We are building up to the phone app.
Oh, well, do you know what? I actually got somebody who come and done a live little bit with me today. It was my beautiful Marie. So I was dragging her in. She done Chip Advisor. She picked the 3 songs, and then we had it up against Gordon in Quizzy Rascal in the final. The final bit of the show.
If she beat him?
I know, couldn't do that. Couldn't possibly do that, Steve. Come on, it's Watershed. Come on. I could tell you, but then I'd have to mute you.
No, I'll have to. I was just going to say I'll have to listen to the show now. If you
You
want to know
certainly
one
will.
guy.
Guys, as well, anyone who's listening to this podcast, you can send in songs for lots of different shows. I know Steve does requests. I will play
Okay.
3 songs off you. If you send a voice note over, I will play 3 songs. Chip advisors, I want chip advisors from all around the country, all around the world. And look, there's lots of opportunities to come and help Dreamcatcher, to help it grow. Sing the word. Dreamcatcher Radio is only going to get bigger.
Yeah, it is. It's getting much bigger now, and we're starting to get a little bit of attention from sponsors as well, which is good.
Cool.
So there's
Cool.
there's something in the pipeline I can't really discuss at the moment, but it's a big company, and they're looking to sponsor one of the shows and maybe sponsor the radio as well, which is going to be amazing, mate.
Wow, amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. Well, Steve, I'd like to thank you for on the bottom of my heart for not just your friendship, for being such a wonderful radio manager, presenter, friend, father, just all round good person.
Thank you, mate, and you're the same. And thank you so much for the inspiration you give me every morning. It is very much appreciated. So
thank you, my friend. Well,
and just carry on doing what you're doing, mate, because it's a brilliant show.
Yeah,
let me tell. Yes, when is it? It's every Friday between 4 and 6.
Yes.
Repeated on a Sunday
2 till 4.
2 till 4, and then on a Wednesday 4 till 6. Is it?
That's the one. That's the one.
Yeah. And it's well worth a listen.
Yes, and I'll be honest with you, I do pick good songs, even if I say so myself.
Yeah.
Because me hearing now I can't see is much better, you see, so I can hear every instrument.
Yeah. Do you know what was really funny? The other week you played a song by Moby, and I had every one of his albums. I love Moby. And I hadn't listened to him, and I just went, do you know what? I've really missed listening to Moby, so I downloaded them. Love him.
Amazing stuff, and that's what it's about. I like for the younger viewers, I like to play songs from the past that really stick out to me.
Yeah, you do.
And introduce them to new artists, because some of the music from my youth is wonderful. But yeah, Dreamcatcher Radio, let's keep singing it.
Yeah, thanks, mate.
So, now you've met the team, you've met Gordon, you've met Steve, and this is me being honest, I'm so grateful to them 2 guys who helped me not just pick songs, but produce this, but edit it, but really give me the courage to face some of my fears. Guys, try new stuff. Enjoy life, love life. Get out there and shine. Get out there and be the best version of yourself. Life's a wonderful, wonderful gift. But you have to grab hold of it with both hands. You have to be prepared to be uncomfortable. Get comfortable being uncomfortable. Yeah. I'd just like to thank every single person who presses play and watches this. Please go and inspire somebody else. Please go and check in on somebody else. Be kind. Most of all, be you. See you soon, guys.